All right, Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Kakadash. It's all praises to the word called God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. By Hashem in the name, and Yahushai being the name, but only begotten Son. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, peace and mercy to the hopeful, like preaching word and truth and sincerity on the brother Tazabah, the great millstone, Arizona camp. Lord will with another video to edify and I don't know what I'm going to title this yet, but, the sentiment is there's no physical prep that's going to get you through Jacob's trouble, right? Your only solution in this time is a spiritual approach. And I'm going to get some precepts and some scriptures together and, go through this video, maybe go through a little bit of this other article, because the time of Jacob's trouble is here, man. It's on us. It's on us. It's a matter of time till the Lord makes it so this thing speeds up, and it's going to get hot and heavy. And the tribes, all of us, is going to be on some shit. Right? So, I'm going to play this. Let's get into it.
All the stuff on the bottom is our apocalypse. This is what we're going to eat when Trump say we can't go to the grocery store no more. We got to take the mark of the beast. Not necessarily Trump, but whomever. Take the mark.
And it's good. She knows what the MOTB is. That's great. She should. She should know what the MOTB is. At the same time, if you know what the MOTB is, what's the name of the Lord? Why is your confidence, right, in the carnal and not confidence that the Lord's going to feed you? Like, get some extra items if you can, but golly, you prepping like Esau.
Mark of the beast, that's what we're going to eat out of there. And what is this over here that you just made? Oh, this is barbecue sauce. Homemade barbecue sauce straight from tomatoes.
Because you know what? You prepping this much, and it got to be said, we ain't getting on you. Right? If you did that, cool. That's fine. Ain't nothing wicked about it. But are you applying the other scriptures? Because you're not going to be able to just hunker down. There's not going to be any of that. It says, Hebrews 11 and 13, it says, these all died in faith, not having received the promise, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. There's another one, actually. Might be an apocrypha, actually. Yeah, here it is. 2 Ezra 16 and 40. It says, O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims on earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away. He that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupieth merchandise, and that's what she had. As he that hath no profit by it. And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. He that soweth as if he should not reap. So also he that planteth the vineyard. Right? And she technically, it's kind of like a vineyard, having all that store food, right? As he that shall not gather the grapes. They that marry, as they that get no children, and they that marry not, as widowers. You see, the Lord told you in these evils that's about to come on this earth, you got to be as pilgrims. So having this whole thing, you thinking that you're going to bunker down and just eat this when Esau push out the mark of the beast? Nah, that's not accurate. That's not accurate. And it has to be said. It has to be said. It's good you were able to put all this together. Okay. It shows you got some fear to the Lord. It shows that you know that the MOTB is coming, and you've been watching. That's good. That's great. Now it's time to start getting into the nitty gritty of the scriptures and understanding that as much as you built up there, the Lord could have that all prepared for somebody else, and He might just, man, He will have it prepared for somebody else. Right? This is there's a 16 and 30. You know, I started 24 because this is something that's going to be happening on Earth, right? You got to take this into account. They just had all those raids, right? They had all those raids in Minneapolis, and these federal agents came out in full-on battle gear, right? It says Minneapolis mayor says Lake Street business raid, not immigration enforcement. Well, if it was a business raid, since when do they raid restaurants with full-on tactical gear, with their faces covered? Nah, this is a crackdown on the tribes. This is how hot and heavy it's gonna be. And if they're taking, Issachar now in the Northern Kingdom, Ephraim, the Northern Kingdom now, what's gonna happen? And they're going to your neighborhoods, knocking on doors, kicking in fucking garage doors so they can get into somebody's house. What do you think's gonna happen when they start to turn that to Judah? Remember, the scriptures tell you, Judah and Ephraim were oppressed together. It's not going to be, them and we got some type of way out because we've been here. Nah. 2 Ezra 16 and 24 says, there should be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all the places shall be desolate of men. Right? You talking about Issachar afraid to go to work now, man. Because they know they're going to be chauffeured off. Right? So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. And this is when these cities start getting cracked down. That's going to happen. They're already talking about a possible 9/11 level attack possibly happening soon. And how can they sit here and say that's going to possibly happen soon? It's because they're in the midst of it. For a city, there should be left 10, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rock. And as an orchard of olives, upon every tree, there should be left 3 or 4 olives. Meaning what? The people that you're going to be able to see in this earth, man, it's going to be scarce, man. People ain't going to be coming out in droves like they once was, man. There's going to be a lot of Jake, right? Bros included, that are going to be shuffled off into these concentration camps. And that'll be just part of your lot. They have to go through that. They have to have that experience, right? Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so, in those days, there should be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to have to worry about, like the elder Apostle Tahar said, you're going to have to worry about marauders. Right? It's good that you have all this, but you're going to have to worry about marauders, man. Searching your house with the sword. Right? When you think you're all good and you got a little bit of security, and you got these niggas sweeping the neighborhood, getting what they can, and they don't care. That video game, what is that? Let me see. Oh, that video game, Last of Us. They show you how the marauders used to roll through there, searching the houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall go full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. Why? Because nobody's going to be sitting there maintaining these cities. This is when law and order stops. All right? 2 Ezra 15. In 15 it says, "For the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands." This is going to be here. Do you have the ability to protect all that? Really ask yourself that. Then you making videos. This is something you're supposed to keep under wrap. Not even all your family should know about that. Right? What happened to was it King Hezekiah, I think? When he showed the Assyrians after he was healed, all that he had, what happened? The Lord said, "Hey, they're about to come and take all that from you." That's why you're supposed to keep certain things under wraps. So, I mean, this in general is showing a lack of understanding and wisdom. Verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another." All right, just because you know about the mark of the beast, you might even know the name of the Lord. That don't fully protect you from people invading your shit. Right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So you're gonna have to worry about these niggas that are gonna make up the rules on the fly. That's terrifying. It says, verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." It's written right there. House is going to be destroyed. How are you going to hang on to that? And your house gets destroyed. "And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." And when people see that you're the one with bread, that your ribs ain't touching your back like that, they're going to run to where you've been eating, what you've been eating. And they're going to run into your shit. Right? They're going to smell you because you know Jake. They got to chef it up. They're going to smell the stuff that you're cooking in the house. Right? When you hungry, you can smell everything. So much better, bro. So much better. After you ain't ate for a minute. You don't have to worry about that, man. This is 2 Ezra 5 and 8. This is, "For there shall be confusion also in many places. Fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places. And the menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And salt water shall be found in sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into a secret chamber." The friends destroying one another. Even your own family, man. The scriptures tell you a man's enemy shall be they of his own household. That don't just go for the people that's preaching this word. Niggas in the world, man. Are you able to hold on that through your family that know what you've been doing, know what you've been storing up? Are you really gonna be able to hold on to that? Right? This is why it's more important to worry about what you're doing and how you're serving the Lord than to worry about holding on to these carnal things, man. Like the Marauders is real. There's a reason why they put them in every post-apocalyptic movie, because it's really gonna be something that you gotta deal with, right? What does the scripture say? Better is a meal of herbs than a wide house and fair dinner. Let me get that. This is Proverbs 15 and 17. It says, "Better is a dinner of herbs where love is than a stalled ox and hatred therewith." You're going to have to deal with the hatred of your family. It's going, hey, man, And all I'm saying is, man, start more investing in the fear of the Lord and knowing that He's gonna have to be the one to get you through this, man. Because all the cannon in the world ain't gonna get you, man. Shalom.